A major diplomatic development is unfolding right now in the Middle East. Reports suggest the United States and Iran are close to signing the first stage of a peace deal aimed at ending months of conflict, but key disagreements remain over exactly when that signing will take place. According to Al Jazeera and other international outlets, Qatari negotiators traveled to Tehran early on June 14th in an effort to finalize a memorandum of understanding between Washington and Tehran. The proposed agreement reportedly covers a ceasefire extension, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, limits on Iran's nuclear program, and a possible easing of sanctions. President Trump has said the deal could be signed soon, calling it so close. However, Iranian officials have urged caution, saying no final date has been confirmed and that some draft terms remain under discussion. At the same time, tensions on the ground continue. Despite an officially announced ceasefire, Israel renewed air attacks on the southern suburbs of Beirut, in an area known as Dahaya. The Israeli military said the strike targeted Hezbollah infrastructure, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated it was carried out in response to Hezbollah fire into Israeli territory. Iran's top negotiator, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, responded sharply, saying the renewed strikes on Beirut show that the United States either lacks the will or the ability to enforce the ceasefire it brokered. For background, this conflict stems from a 12-day war between Israel and Iran that began in mid-2025, when Israeli and then U.S. forces struck Iranian nuclear facilities, military command structures, and missile infrastructure. A ceasefire took effect in late June of last year, mediated by the United States and Qatar. But the truce has been fragile, with intermittent strikes continuing in Lebanon, where Iran-backed Hezbollah remains a key factor. Earlier this year in April, initial peace talks held in Pakistan failed to produce a lasting agreement. Trump later extended the ceasefire on an open-ended basis, while maintaining a U.S. blockade in the region until negotiations are resolved one way or another. As of today, reports suggest Pakistani officials have described a final agreed text as ready, and Iran's foreign minister has said a memorandum of understanding is closer than ever. Still, the situation in Lebanon illustrates how fragile the broader picture remains. Israeli forces reported hostile aircraft incursions along its northern border overnight, while Hezbollah claimed a drone attack on Israeli positions in southern Lebanon. President Trump has called on all sides to stand down in Lebanon as the U.S.-Iran deal moves toward a possible signing. Whether that happens today, as some have suggested, or is delayed further, remains uncertain. To summarize, the U.S. and Iran appear to be on the verge of a major diplomatic breakthrough, but violence in Lebanon between Israel and Hezbollah continues to complicate the path to a lasting resolution. We'll continue to monitor this developing story and bring you updates as they emerge.